Congratulations all of you for choosing the right platform for your Lean Six Sigma learning journey. As you all know, there is going to be interactive learning sessions followed by an exam conducted by MSME Technology Development Center, Chennai. And then you will be certified as the Lean Six Sigma expert in green belt and then black belt. So the first session, you understood the basics behind quality and its principle. And now this particular session is going to be about the introduction to Lean and Six Sigma. Let me share my screen. I suggest all the participants to be interactive. If you can also turn on your camera, please feel free to do that. And that will give, create a good interactive environment for all of us. Okay. Hope my slide is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So this particular session is going to be very, very crucial because this is going to become the foundation for your complete learning journey. So anything you find it difficult, please don't hesitate to ask the same moment, right? So you can stop me and then ask your questions. This is a brief about my profile. All right. So this is going to be the learning the next 1.5 hours or so. We are going to clearly understand what is Six Sigma performance and then the meaning of the term operational excellence, how Six Sigma differs from many other approaches, and process improvement approach. Six Sigma focuses on process improvement. So what is it? And then little history behind both Lean and Six Sigma. Then the methodology, DMAC methodology of Six Sigma, and the various tools and techniques it recommends. And then the various belt levels. And if time permits, we'll take up this case study now itself, or otherwise towards the end of the program, we'll certainly take a case study and then followed by the questions and answers. All right. So what is Six Sigma performance? So some of you might have read or you might have gone through the pre-training materials and the pre-training videos. So what is your understanding? What's your understanding? Yeah.
If the defects are less than 3.34 ppm parts per million, then it is actually called as a Six Sigma performance.
Close answer. Good attempt. The only difference is instead of ppm, Six Sigma speaks in terms of DPMO.
Okay, DPMO.
So
Right.
ppm is, ppm is parts per million.
Parts per million.
But DPMO is defects per million opportunities.
Right.
So basically, there is a big difference going for ppm and going for DPMO. When you are trying to control and reduce the rejections or defective items, you go for ppm. So ppm normally refers to the defectives.
Right.
Defective means the item is rejected finally. I produced 1 million parts, but I can raise the bill only for, let's say 9 lakh. Now 1 lakh is rejected. I can't bill it.
Right.
But DPMO, it counts the defects. Defect doesn't mean that the item is rejected. You can always rework, correct it, and again bill it, right? So there is a broad difference between the ppm and DPMO, or otherwise there is a broad difference between defects and defectives. Defectives in the sense the item is outright rejected. Defect means a non-conformance that is present in your item. Clear, all of you?
Okay, so in this case, Six Sigma is only defective. Defects.
Yeah,
right?
it
deals with
attempts
the
to
defects.
prevent the defects.
Right,
If you
defects.
prevent the defects, there is no chance for a defective item.
Okay, so defective. Is there any approach which deals with the defective items, something like that?
No, see, why an item becomes defective? Because there is a defect in it. Let's say you buy a garment and the garment contains, some stains in it. Will you buy a garment with some stains present at the time of purchase?
No.
No. So the garment is a defective garment.
Right.
Now they can't sell it.
Right.
Suppose if there is a small button no, which is damaged, and now as a manufacturer, what you can do is you can always change the button, isn't it?
Even-
And still,
Yeah.
but what happens? There could be some rework happening.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the basic definition-wise difference between defect and defective,
Okay.
right? So Six Sigma tries to prevent the defects, all possible defects.
Right.
Thereby, the chance of rejecting a product will reduce drastically.
Right.
It's not just checking whether you are passing or failing. It is checking whether you are answering all the questions correctly or not.
Okay. Right.
So that's the difference in the approach. So, but I really appreciate your answer. 3.4. Whenever the failure rate is lesser than 3.4 DPMO, your performance can be considered a Six Sigma performance. The first understanding. Whenever the failure rate is lesser than 3.4 DPMO, that means if there are 1 million opportunities, your process will fail only 3 or 4 times. There are
Okay.
1 million ways a failure can happen. But how many failure will actually happen? Just 3 or 4. This is what we call it as 3.4 DPMO, which means our success rate is very, very close to 100%.
Right.
Like imagine the flight landing in a runway. We all trust the landing process, we all trust the takeoff process, and then use the aircraft, isn't it?
Right.
That means the success rate is, they maintain a success rate of close to 100%, but still here and there, some failures we are noticing. Isn't it? This is known as capability, process capability. The capability is very, very high. Yes, Rucha ma'am, you have some questions.
Sir, can you repeat what is DPMO, defects per?
Defects per million
Million
opportunities.
opportunities.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And we all know the story of Dabbawalas, right?
Yeah, right.
In Mumbai.
Right. Right.
And what do? They just bring your food from your house and then deliver it at your office at the right time. And again, they reverse it in the evening. All right.
Right.
And there are about 5,000 people involved in the job. And in a day, they transact about 2 lakh lunch boxes. In a day, they deliver about 2 lakh lunch boxes. And an article has come in Forbes magazine, highlighting that their performance is well above Six Sigma performance. Because in Six Sigma, we talk about a failure rate of 3.4 DPMO. But these people could maintain a failure rate of just one mistake out of 16 million transactions.
Okay.
One mistake out of, this is way ahead of Six Sigma performance.
Right.
Look at the nature of the people who are involved. They're not, maybe you can see a lot of differences among them, isn't it? In terms of age, in terms of education, qualification, and the mode of travel. There are a lot of differences that exist. That is part of the process. But even then, they could effectively control all these differences.
But they are trying.
This is statistically called as variation. The sources of variations are very high, but they could effectively control all these variations to remain very, very minimal. In return, they get excellent results on the output side. All right. So their failure rate is just one mistake in 16 million transaction. And in a day, how many transactions they are doing? I said
2 million.
in a day, 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs.
2 lakh transactions.
I want all of you to do a little mathematics now. If you want, you can use the calculator. Now tell me, if they perform 2 lakh transaction a day, how many days once they will receive a complaint?
Every week, 8 days.
8 days once.
No, do the calculation and tell me. We don't want approximate answer. Correct answer is required. In a day, 2 lakh transaction. And out of 16 million transaction only, they commit a mistake. Now I want to know how many days once
80 days.
they will be 80 days. All of you understand this calculation? Fantastic, Mr. Bhaskar.
Yeah.
So it takes 80 days, right? Just to see a complaint. Can you understand their level of performance?
Right.
So this is definitely ahead of Six Sigma performance. Six Sigma just aims for 3.4 DPM. All that needed is very effective control over the process.
Right.
All that needed is very, very effective control over the process. If you could control even the small things, like Dhoni was saying, you focus on your bowling and then fielding, keeping, and set the fielding properly, automatically wickets will fall. So take care of all small things so that your big results can happen effortlessly, right? Automatically. So this is about the Dabbawalas. And on the other side, today we see a lot of Dabbawalas in all cities, modern Dabbawalas, right? They also bring the food. Swiggy,
Right.
Zomato, and many Uber Eats, there are many
Right,
other
right.
players. They bring your food. The difference is they bring it from the hotel. All right. And now tell me, are they also performing at the same rate which Forbes has mentioned?
No, sir.
No.
No.
Definitely
A
not.
big
Definitely.
no.
Yeah. That means you are experiencing a lot of failures. You are experiencing a lot of failures. That means their performance is not up to the mark. Can you highlight few failures which you are experiencing with them?
Sir,
Wrong food delivery.
sometimes they have wrong
One by one.
delivery.
Okay,
Wrong
wrong
delivery.
food delivery. You ordered vegetarian, but they delivered you a non-vegetarian meal, right?
No,
That's your
sometimes
problem.
dishes are
Yeah.
also wrong. Sometimes dishes are also wrong.
That's what, yeah. So wrong items, an item mismatching of the items, right? So you ordered some item, but then some other item has been delivered to you for some reason. So the first failure is understood. This is known as non-conformance. All of you understand. Customer requirement is something, but what actually delivered is something else. There is a gap, non-conformance to customer requirement. The basic definition of a defect is non-conformance. Non-conformance to the customer requirement is known as defect. You can also, in normal English, you can also call it a failure. All right. So failure opportunity or a defect opportunity is item mismatch. All of you understand the first failure opportunity or the first possible defect is item mismatch. Am I correct?
Right.
Right, sir.
Okay. What are the other failures possible?
Delay in
Time.
delivering.
Or delay in the delivery time. Every time you place an order, they make a commitment. We will deliver the food within 30 minutes. But reality is they take more than 30 minutes. Whenever they take more than 30 minutes, another non-conformance is happening. Another failure is happening. Another defect is happening, isn't it?
Right.
Now, the second defect opportunity is delay in delivery. What are the other failures you are experiencing?
Quality of the
experiencing-
food. Sometimes for quality of the food is also a problem.
Okay. Do you think quality of the food, Swiggy or Zomato can take the responsibility?
No, that is
No.
restaurant's part.
That is out of scope.
Damage.
That is out of scope according to their business, is concerned. Their scope is limited to delivering the food, but not the taste of the food. But definitely that will affect their existence in the long term.
Exactly.
So they will somehow take care of that after capturing the market. If their market share and business, everything is going well, then they will put a lot of conditions to onboard the restaurant. And that will be taken care only in the long term, but not right now. Clear?
Unsatisfactory responses to the queries raised.
Unsatisfactory responses from?
For the queries raised.
That is after service, you are saying, right? After service.
Yes. Yes.
So we are right now talking about the delivery of the food. The starting point is you make the payment. The ending point is, and the food is delivered to you. And what happens in this period, not after that and not before that. We are not worried about that. Clear? Do you face any experience with the packaging of the food? Is that packaging is always
Yes.
tagged,
Yes.
leak
Packaging.
proof?
Yes. No.
Sometimes packaging
Sometimes
issues
Sometime it
also
damaged.
happen,
happens.
right?
Sometimes
Yes.
damaged.
All the gravy and everything, get mixed up on its own before even you could open, right? So that's also a defect opportunity. That's also a failure. That's also a non-conformance. Are you also concerned about the behavior and attitude of the delivery boy? You want him to be well dressed. You want him to use polite words,
Yes.
Correct.
isn't it? Yes.
Correct.
So the behavioral aspect. So this is fourth form of failure. fourth defect opportunity. How many opportunities we are talking about so far?
4,
4.
4.
This is what is known as defect opportunities. Possibility of a failure, right? The possibility of a failure is known as defect opportunity. If the failure happens, customer will call it as a defect.
Right.
So far we defined 4. If you are truly concerned about best-in-class product and best-in-class services, you must identify, you must understand all forms of failure. And then make sure you develop a process which is failure proof with respect to all the opportunities. Clear?
Right.
With respect to all the opportunities. Now let us limit our discussion or understanding to 4 opportunities. Now tell me, in 1 hour time, in a city like Chennai, Mumbai, or Delhi, or Pune, or Nashik, or some big cities, how many orders are getting placed for Swiggy or Zomato in 1 hour time?
Must be millions.
Okay. So in 1 hour itself, they get, let's say, 1 million orders. Now I want you to tell me how many failures are then possible if there are 1 million orders placed in 1 hour time. Now, what will be the maximum number of failures possible if everything goes
1
wrong?
million.
1 million.
No, you are wrong. You are wrong. You all have to think and answer. 1 million is the number of orders placed during that time period.
4 millions.
Wow, that is fantastic. Every order, there are 4 possibilities of a failure. If all the 4 happens in every order, then the total opportunities for failure is 4 million.
4 million.
Clear?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So now you understand something new. Defect opportunity. When I say defect, that is different. When I say defect opportunities, that is different. Right?
Right.
Defect is non-conformance to customer requirement. Any form of non-conformance to the customer requirement should be called as a defect.
Right.
The number of defect opportunities per product, per service is 4. But the total opportunities during the period of study is 4 million. All are different, isn't it? You should not confuse everything,
Right.
right? And
Right.
then let me say in 1 hour time, near about 12,000 complaints are received.
Okay.
Now, what is the total opportunities you all told me? 4 million, right?
4.
Yes.
When total opportunity is 4 million and actual number of complaints received is 12,000. Now, can somebody help me calculate what is the defect rate in terms of per opportunity? What is the-
0.003.
3%.
Yeah, you can try to go as accurate as possible. Try to find out the defect rate
3%.
in terms
sir.
of number of defects per opportunity. I am
Number of
asking you to
defects.
find out.
0.03.
0.03.
Okay, let me also cross check.
3% basically.
0.3%. So 0.3%.
Okay. So
0.03.
12,000 is your numerator, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Upon
12,000 divided
4
by
million. 4 million is 40 lakhs.
40
Huh?
0.03.
0.03.
Very good. So you all have to
0.03.
use, if needed, you can use Excel or some calculator, right?
Yes.
Right, sir.
So the final answer I am getting is 4 million means 6 zeros. Have you added 6 zeros, all of you?
Yes.
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 And 12,000 divided by 4 followed
4
by 6
million.
zeros gives me 0.003.
Yes.
Right.
Then why are you saying
3%?
3% and many things?
Yes.
It's not 3%. It is only what you got
0.3%.
right now is
0.3.
defect per opportunity.
Okay. Okay.
What you got is defect per opportunity. DPO. What is that? Defect per opportunity, DPO. Clear, all of you? It is like you purchased 100 apple for 200 rupees. I am asking you, what is the cost per apple? So 2 rupees, right? You just
2
calculated.
rupees.
Same manner,
Right.
there are 12,000 defects happened against 4 million
4
opportunities.
million.
You just have to find out defect per opportunities.
Right.
And you all found that it is 0.003.
Right.
Mm.
Now, can you all convert that DPO into DPMO? That means DPO is defect per opportunities, right? If there are 1 million opportunities, what could be the case?
3000.
Into
Very
million.
Point
Yeah,
zero zero
multiplied
three
by
into
million.
1
Very
million.
simple.
Yeah,
If
multiply
why
by
if cost
million.
of one apple is 1 rupee, then cost of 100 apple will be 100 rupee. Cost of million apple will be million rupee.
Mm.
You multiply by
Yeah.
million. Now we got DPO, defects per opportunity, per unit is available. Now for million unit, multiply by million, again multiply by 10 power 6. And very correctly said by Rucha, it is 3000.
3,000.
DPMO is.
Yeah, 3,000.
Now you all know how to calculate DPMO for a given scenario. Am I right?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a second. Okay. So now this is how the calculation goes behind the DPMO. And we'll
Can
also
you
give
repeat?
you
Can you
template.
repeat the calculation part?
Yeah. We will be giving you a template. So you don't have to break your head every time like this. Rather, you just have to define the scenario. Defining the scenario means what is the total number of defect opportunities you have to declare. In Swiggy or Zomato, what is your case? Defect opportunity defined as 4.
4.
Yes.
Then during the study period, total opportunity is 4 million.
Yes.
Defects observed is
12,000.
12,000. This much information is enough to calculate DPMO because all the formulas and everything you can leave the job to a template. Am I right? Nowadays, people are talking about artificial intelligence, isn't it? They don't want to do all small things. All the small things will be taken care by some application or some software. If you make a software or an application to perform the job you are doing, then the software can be called as AI tool, isn't it?
Great.
So you develop an AI tool, maybe an Excel template, let the Excel template do the job for you. Because you now know it, how to do it, isn't it? So I will show one such template. And I will also share this template with you so that you can also use it. And later on, you can even develop a much better template. So I just go here, my template, Sigma level calculator. This will be shared with all of you. Just getting opening. Happened. Okay, can you see my Excel file now?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So I want to go to the left extreme, discrete situation. Here, I come here, situation number 1, where the scenario is defects are known. How many defects you observed?
12,000.
12,000.
12,000.
Number of sample. Number of sample is, you said 1 million transaction, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
3, 4, 5, 6 zeros I typed. This is called 1 million. And now opportunities for error, failure,
4
defect
million. 4
are
million.
same.
Mhm.
Opportunities for error is
4 million.
no.
4, sorry, 4.
Per product it is 4.
Per product is 4 only. It will automatically calculate, everything.
Okay.
And now we just enter. Now, what is the DPMO you are seeing here?
8,000.
3,000.
Now, everybody is clear now. If I give this template, you will be able to
Yes.
work very easily. Any scenario. Let's say you go to a bank, right? And in a bank, there are let's say 10 million transaction happens. 10 million I typed, right? 10 million transaction you are studying, and every transaction can go wrong in 12 different ways.
Yeah.
Every transaction can go wrong in 12 different ways. After studying all this, you found out that there are 50,000 transactions failed.
Mhm.
Now, what is this performance? What is the level of the performance? You just put an enter. Now, in terms of DPMO, it is 416.
416.
4 ones.
Same calculation. You don't have to strain yourself, repeatedly. All right. And now this can, all of you, can you believe in the Excel calculation? It will give correct answer, right?
Yes.
That means Excel is designed in a way that, the answer is accurate based on the
Six
formula
Sigma
you give.
performance.
The process behind is very effective. That's the meaning. Right? And failure is just not possible. That way the process is designed. Agree, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
We want you to develop your process in the same manner. If somebody believes in you, you have to give them defect-free services, defect-free products. And can you also see the corresponding sigma levels just below the DPMO? Can you see sigma LT? Is that score is nothing but sigma level. There is a short-term performance, there is a long-term performance. Right now, I want you to focus on short-term, because long-term, we will try to understand little later. Now, what is the short-term sigma level?
4.8.
4.84.
4.84.
Very good. So, and total opportunities for error or total opportunities for error or failure. That is running around, some number
120 million.
more than 1, 2, 3, 4,
120
5,
million.
6, 120 million.
Mm.
You can handle any big number, any small number. All right. Right now, how many people are writing attending the program? Let's say 30 people.
20. 23.
30 people. I'm going to conduct an exam. And in the examination, there will be 25 questions. You can answer all 25 questions correctly, or if you answer a question wrongly, then that's considered a defect. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, what is the opportunity for error?
30.
30 people. Each person gets a question paper with the 25 questions.
Okay.
25.
25 is the opportunity for error. You can answer any one of the 25 questions wrongly, or even you can answer
25.
all the
All
25 questions
25
wrongly,
questions
or
are
you can
wrongly.
write correctly also. But suppose if we consider the failure maximum, the opportunity for error is 25. And now you all write the exam, and we correct the test paper, and we notice that 100 questions in total, 100 questions were answered wrongly. Do you understand this information now?
Yes.
Yes.
All 30 participants have in total answered 100 questions wrong.
Oh, no. See, number of participants is 30. That's fine.
Mhm.
That is the sample size.
Yeah.
But each person answered 25 questions. So opportunity for error is 25.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually 100 questions were answered wrongly by the whole team of 30 people. And now what is your performance? Your performance in terms of DPMO is, you can see 1,33,333. Your sigma level is 2.61. Let us say I put all 30 of you in a data processing job right now. What is the job I'm putting you, all of you, now? In data processing. And the data contains 25 fields. How many fields?
25.
25 fields. I want each one of you to type each field as correctly. If you make a small mistake, spelling mistake, or if you put a wrong symbol, even a dot, that is a defect. All of you understand?
Right, sir.
Yes.
And now you all were working for, 30 people and 25 fields.
That is 750 around. 750
And now,
options are there.
Mm.
And now, what happens? We just do the quality check. Quality check, and let us say 100 mistakes were found.
Mhm.
100 mistakes were found. Actually, 750 mistakes are possible because 30 into 25 is 750. But actually, mistake committed by the team is 100. Now your performance in terms of DPMO is available. Your performance in terms of sigma level is available. Clear, all of you?
Yes.
Clear,
So
sir.
if I give this
Yes, sir.
template, I think that will be very helpful to all of you. Am I right?
Right, sir.
Sir, yes.
I'll share that. And so that you can calculate DPMO for any kind of process. But you must have a thorough understanding of what are you doing. What are the defect opportunities? What is the period of study? How many units you are studying? So what is the total opportunity for failure? If you have all the information, just feed it, and that will throw away. All right. So that's one thing. And we proceed now. So now, again, I am sharing my slide. So now there are different products I'm showing. The first one is a shirt. The second one is a chair. The third one is just text. The fourth one is like a glass piece, right? Will you be able to find out the defect opportunities in each of this product? Can you give me one example each? In a shirt, what kind of defect is possible?
Button,
Broken stitch, skip stitch.
Broken button, stitching issues, stain issues, color issues. All
Low
right.
quality
All,
material.
okay. And now coming to the chair.
Hmm.
Can you tell me one possible defect?
quality of the fabric.
The
Fabric is, fabric is not as per the spec. Can you see
The
a broken
quality of the chair.
rest?
Hmm.
Assemble of the chair.
Broken
And
handle.
yeah, it should withstand certain amount of load. All of the if it doesn't withstand, then that is also a failure opportunity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Similarly, in a glass piece, let's say it is the windshield of your car. Are there any defects possible?
Yes.
Cracks.
Yes. Not
Tell me a few.
Cracks.
cracks.
Transparency.
Scratches,
Transparency.
cracks, and it should fit properly when you actually use it. And then its
Transparency.
color.
The
The
reflections
thickness of
of
the
the sunlight also is one of the major things.
Yeah. But the point is you are identifying the defect opportunities very well. But will you be able to measure your performance against the opportunity?
Yes.
Yes.
Will you be able to measure accurately? These are my questions to you now.
Yes.
You can't simply go with approximate answers. The glass is transparent. How transparent it is? How much transparent it is? Is it transmitting the entire light to exit on the other side? Or is it only allowing 90%? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you should be able to measure everything. Why? Then only you can have effective control. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
If you are approximating, and the visibility will become dull. And in the dull area, gray area, mistakes can happen easily.
Yes.
So you should be able to convert everything into numbers so that you don't have to stand in the shop floor to control everything. You just look at the numbers on your computer. If the numbers are okay, then all is okay. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. That is the thing. So we'll do this exercise probably in the afternoon time, because afternoon you might feel little dull. We'll take up this exercise in the afternoon. All right. So now what is Six Sigma? Can somebody answer my question again? Six Sigma, already Bhaskar has answered it very correctly. He used the number 3.4. Can somebody give a very correct definition of Six Sigma performance?
To know the process, how close to the perfection.
Maintaining our DPMOs between around 3.4.
Very good. If we could maintain our DPMO below 3.4, then we can claim that our performance is Six Sigma and above.
Yes.
Right? So Six Sigma performance means the failure rate is lesser than 3.4 DPMO. And every letter in the word DPMO we understood. Defects per million opportunities. We know the meaning of what is a defect. We know the meaning of million. We know the meaning of opportunity.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Now you can use hereafter, this can be your another tool, another metric to measure the performance. Wherever it fits, it fits relevant, you can use it. Already you have been using many other methods, like you are expressing in terms of percentage, isn't it? You are expressing in some other metric like PPM, but hereafter you can use DPMO also. It gives more details. It gives attention to every possible failure. Clear? That is the point. So Six Sigma actually improves your process effectiveness. Can I say like that?
Yes.
Yes,
Six
sir.
Sigma aims to prevent the defects. Six Sigma aims to prevent the defects through process improvement. Right? When we say performance, we actually measure the effectiveness of the process based on whatever we discussed. Right now, I conduct a quiz, 5 questions. If all of you answer all 5 questions correctly, is that session going on effectively?
Yes.
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 Our process has become defect-free, failure-free.
Hmm?
There is no chance of failing.
A
But
miracle.
if some people are not able to answer, there is a scope for improvement. There is a scope for improvement. That means, few people are not able to understand. Then you ask all of them, to be very attentive, and you improve your wordings, improve your visuals, and then, everybody now scores well. So Six Sigma is a metric which helps you to measure your effectiveness, right? It aims for near perfect performance, near perfect 3.4 DPMO, near perfect performance, close to 100%. In terms of percentage, I would say Six Sigma performance means the success rate must be 99.999%. Earlier, I defined using failure rate. Failure rate is 3.4 DPMO, but now I am trying to define using success rate. Success rate must be 99.999%. All of you understand? Very good. And now I'm going to introduce you another concept. Now so far we understood Six Sigma. Now let's understand Lean. And the first, look at my slide. Look at the first image. What is this? Do you remember the recharge cards which we all used several years ago? Some 7, 8, 10 years ago. We all used this recharge card. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, years ago. When you pay 100 rupees, the shop wala will open a recharge card, which will look like a credit card nowadays, right? Nowadays, it look like nowadays credit card, and they will open the seal and scratch out some, what do you call, some layer, and now you will see some 16 digit number. And that number, when you feed it in your mobile, and your mobile is recharged. Now, what happened to all these steps? Are you doing the recharge in the same manner today?
No.
No.
Why?
Everything is digital now.
Or
Digital.
digitalized.
Digital. 10 years before, we didn't realize that, everything can happen in a digital manner. We did it, completely with the manual way. We printed the card, we packed it, we transported it all across the globe, and then somebody kept ready stock of everything. And then we have to physically visit the shop, pay the money, and scratch out all the unnecessary layers, and to see the necessary numbers. So what is finally necessary here? Some
Just
code
the number.
Cost rate.
numbers, isn't it?
Yes. Number.
And after 8, 10 years, we realize that we don't want all of these other steps. We only need the numbers. And now we call it digitization, right? We just make the payment and they give a code. And when you feed that code, your phone is recharged. No printing now, no transportation, no inventory. All that we did earlier were completely wasteful activity, isn't it?
Yes.
Because after
Yes.
using, we all throw the card to the dustbin. Nobody carries it because there is no value in it. There is no value, isn't it? So the digitization has completely, eliminated all the steps. So all the tasks, all the steps performed were non-value adding steps. Now we are able to recognize that, but not 8 years before, isn't it? Somebody kept a stock of 50,000 rupees worth of recharge cards in its outlet to run a business. And now the same fellow is doing the same business with just 2,000 rupees. Isn't it? He just need a mobile phone and then with the 2,000 rupees recharge. Once that 2,000 is exhausted, he'll top up with another 2,000 to continue the business. Can you see his operating cost drastically going down?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is the power of lean. What you have been doing with several crores, you can do it with just few lakh. You can, you don't have to bear the pain of paying interest, heavy interest to the loan, EMI and all of that. So when the main objective of lean is to minimize the operating cost, minimize the operating cost without compromising on the quality. Very important. Without compromising on the quality, without losing your effectiveness, you must improve your efficiency. Without losing your effectiveness, because effectiveness you achieved with a lot of efforts, hard efforts, isn't it? Straight away when you conduct exam and nobody will score pass mark. And then you come out with a lot of new ideas and techniques to make everybody score good marks. Now you are effective. Now you should also be efficient, because profitability is very important, every organization, isn't it? So you have to focus on the efficiency. So what is efficiency? Efficiency is how can I optimize the consumption of resources? How can I optimize the consumption? Optimize means you consume what is needed. Anything in excess, you should not consume. Right? What is needed, you are allowed. But anything in excess, not allowed. So that is lean. So lean means identifying and eliminating non-value adding activities. Identifying and eliminating non-value adding activities. The non-value adding activities in English is called as waste, because it doesn't add any value in the eyes of the customer. What is the other name for non-value adding activity?
Waste.
Waste. It doesn't add value in the eyes of the customer. So any question, Ruja, you want to ask a question?
No, sir, I wanted to add that it is also minimizing the defect opportunities.
Yeah, because defect is also a form of waste.
Yes.
Defect is also a form of waste. That's why I told minimizing the resource or optimizing the resource consumption without compromising on your effectiveness, without compromising on the quality. How can you minimize your resource consumption? All right. So in the first case, the recharge card example, there is no need to keep stock of the recharge cards nowadays. No retail outlet, recharge outlet is now carrying the cards. Isn't it? Inventory is absolutely zero.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Maybe some small 2,000 rupees they may have to invest. And so inventory is a waste. All of you, do you now understand inventory is a waste?
Yes.
Just because you don't have a
Yes.
provision to operate with zero inventory, you are keeping inventory. If you can identify a method by which you can operate seamlessly with the zero inventory, no inventory, like there are many items nowadays we order through e-commerce platform, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you think all e-commerce platform, they keep stock of all the items every single day? They maintain big warehouses to keep the stock?
No. No.
Few items they will keep stock, and few other items will come automatically directly from the supplier.
Yes.
Now, as far as the e-commerce platform is concerned, what is their inventory level?
Yes.
Zero.
Yes.
They are operating with zero inventory. They have already achieved just in time. Only when an order is placed, they will deal with the item. Till then, the item is not there in the stock. Do you understand? They gained that capability, isn't it? They have a very good network of suppliers, isn't it? Some of you might be working in, the supplier relationship, purchases and etc. Now you can try to optimize the inventory level. So inventory is a waste. Another thing is, we have seen that since there is no printing involved, there is no transportation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Since there is no printing involved, there is no transportation. Since Zoom has given the feature, now the technology has given us the feature to meet face to face and to have live interaction, there is no need for all of us to assemble in a 5-star hotel. Isn't it? But problem is still people hesitate to show the face. I don't know. Right? The technology has brought the feature to have a face-to-face interaction. So whatever feel you get in a classroom, same feel you can have here also. All that needed is your preparedness and your mindset. Isn't it? To interact. That's what you do in a classroom also. You're going to talk and then you're asking question and some exercises you will be doing. If you come forward and do the same everything here, then the program will be equally as effective as a classroom training program. So transportation, we also eliminated here, isn't it? Imagine if all of you have traveled from your city to a common place, maybe Chennai or Delhi or Mumbai. How much transportation involved? How much costs involved? The transportation cost itself could have been more than your training cost, isn't it?
Yes, on the
Yes,
time of the
yes,
So
time
transport
also.
add any value in the eyes of the customer. Transportation doesn't add value, isn't it? You transport your item for several thousand kilometers. What will happen to your item? Probably it will get damaged. No value will get added. So transportation is a waste. Try to eliminate. Try to eliminate. If elimination is not possible, that's an indication of the limitation of your design, current layout, whatever. And you have to live with the limitation. Because it's a limitation, it's a constraint, you have to live with it. Now, there are two types of waste you understood. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Will all of you be able to identify the similar waste in your business process, in your with respect to your business? Will you be able to identify the same thing? Transportation waste and the inventory waste?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What are the three forms of inventory? Finished product inventory, raw material inventory. What is the other one?
Store.
Stock.
Work in progress, WIP. There are three types of inventory: raw material, work in progress, finished product. Try to bring down the number. That can be a fantastic improvement project for your company. All of you agree?
Yes.
Imagine a company is working with raw material inventory of 2 tons. Can you bring it down to 0.5 ton? But then all your process should go on smoothly. You only have to bring down the inventory level. Agreed? The more you learn, the more will be the opportunity for improvement. All right. So we understood transportation waste, we understood inventory waste. Now look at the third picture. Many people are standing one after the other, isn't it?
Mhm.
What are they doing by standing?
Waiting for their
Waiting
turn.
for their turn.
Okay. So if they wait for
Wasting
half an
time.
hour, if they wait for half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours, what will happen? They'll still be waiting.
Time waste.
Yeah. Waiting is a waste. Waiting doesn't add any value. Sometimes people wait. Sometimes machineries wait. Am I right?
Mm.
Sometimes raw material will be waiting. Sometimes a work in progress item will be waiting. Sometimes a finished product will be waiting. A customer will be waiting to get the service. Any form of waiting is a waste. If I ask a question and then you people take 1 minute to answer, then that 1 minute, is a waiting time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So waiting is a waste. So waiting in any form. Raw material waiting, machineries waiting, operators waiting, managers waiting, or all of them waiting together for some reason. All these things are they happening in your workplace?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Try to eliminate, try to eliminate, try to equip your process in a way that there is no room for waiting. That will increase your speed of production. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So the focus of lean is increase the speed. The focus of Six Sigma is improve the quality. Six Sigma takes care of the quality. Lean will take care of the speed so that you can deliver on time always. On time delivery is guaranteed. So waiting is a waste. Now fourth picture. You see a coffee with 10 sugar cubes. I put all the 10 sugar cubes inside the coffee. And I give a cup of coffee prepared in that manner to each one of you. Will you like it?
No.
No.
Because there is a specification, isn't it? So never ever go beyond the specification. If a specification is available, what is the permissible range? Try to play within the permissible range. Right? And actually here what happens is, whenever we, whether we go outside the spec or inside the spec, Whenever there is a clear specification available, simply follow it. Otherwise, it will be considered as a over processing. Like let's say you have a painting contract for your house. Contracted amount is 50,000 rupees. And the contract says there must be two layers of coating. And the painting fellow actually give the third layer also. And finally, he is demanding extra 10,000 rupees. Will you pay?
No.
As per the contract, only two coating, isn't it? But the third layer is not in the contract. But if the person is doing, then what is he doing actually?
Waste. Over processing.
Over processing. Let's say you are ordering a ghee dosa. You all know ghee dosa, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. And the person put lot of excessive ghee. What will happen to your dosa? Your dosa will become now
Soggy.
over processed.
Over processed.
Over processed.
So sometimes over processing, is will dissatisfy the customer. You have to understand, right? And wherever over processing is happening, try to eliminate. And now the another scenario here, there is a chef standing here, and suppose imagine you are the chef, right? Because you invited your friends for an evening party, and you wanted to offer them a cup of coffee and a sandwich. You can also see the sandwich in my slide, right? And there are 50 people you invited, and you purchased all the ingredients and kept all of them, in your room. Some of the ingredients you kept it in the hall, some of the ingredients you kept it in the kitchen, some of them you kept it in the storeroom, and some of them are lying on the floor, completely unorganized. And now you have to make coffee for 50 people. You have to make sandwich for 50 people. Now, what should you do first? Would you like to organize the kitchen properly
Yes.
with, by properly loading all the raw material? Or would you like to straight away start preparing your coffee and sandwich?
No, organize first.
Organized first.
You organize in a way that they are placed in a logical manner. All the sandwich items in one place, all the coffee making ingredients in one place, and all of them in the reach of your hands, so that you don't have to move excessively. Are you designing the workplace in this manner in your current organization? Is your workplace properly organized? In the absence of which, you have to move a lot. You have to move a lot. As a result, you will undergo something known as fatigue. Fatigue means you will fail before your, normal level. Normally, an operator can work productively for 8 hours. But in a poorly organized workplace, he will become tired in just 1.5 hours. Because the work demands excessive effort or excessive movement. This is known as motion waste. All of you understand? This is known as motion waste. Will you be able to visualize movement waste or motion waste in your current workplace?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you do something to reduce it? Then that can be another improvement project, lean project. These are all project identification methods. Right? It will, these tools and techniques will bring the problem to the surface. Otherwise, all these problem will be hidden. All right, now you understand motion waste. Now, another thing is the next picture, you have 50 sandwiches because you invited 50 people. You expected all of them to come around 6 o'clock. But what happened? By 5 o'clock onwards, you started receiving calls. Every call, your friend is saying that, no, he cannot come because there is a sudden meeting, emergency meeting in the office. So I can't come. Sorry. And so you now realize that people are not going to come. Now, what will happen to all the 50 sandwiches you produced?
Waste.
Waste.
So poor forecasting. Isn't it? You anticipated a demand, but your forecasting process is not effective. Maybe you made all the sandwiches well in advance, and now there are no takers, and you ended up overproducing. Clear, all of you?
Yes.
Also, what happens? Some people, maybe just to console you, some 5 or 10 people came around 8:30 in the evening, because you must have you must be fed up with the efforts and your people, your friends did not come. Now 5-10 people came at 8:30. And now what will you do? You will try to reheat the coffee, reheat the sandwich, and give them the coffee and sandwich which you planned. And now will the coffee and sandwich, will they be fresh as you have prepared earlier? No.
No.
So, and moreover, you are putting extra efforts. You have to refrigerate the things for some time, and then again you have to reheat. All these things, are because of the overproduction,
Yeah.
isn't it? And overproduction is not only producing more than the more than the demand. Producing earlier is also an example of overproduction. They all came by 8:30, but you produced all of them at 4:30 or 5 o'clock itself. So what is a good what should have been the good practice here?
Keeping the raw material ready and preparing on
Yeah.
time.
As and when your friends are coming, you prepare the coffee and then deliver them the fresh coffee. Coffee will also be, with the great quality. And you're also not wasting. At least the ingredients are available for the next day. Isn't it? These are all lean thinking. Now overproduction, we understood. And finally, you see a mobile phone with damaged screen. These are nothing but defects, isn't it? A defect in the mobile phone. So these are the 7 classical seven types of waste. And this was introduced by a Japanese quality guru known as Taichi Ono, right? And people call it as Taichi Ono's 7 waste or Ono's 7 waste. And Taichi Ono is also known as the father of Toyota production system. Father of Toyota production system. So what are the 7 waste we talked about? Can you summarize?
Time.
Yeah, Tim Wood.
Inventory.
Yeah. The acronym is Tim Wood.
Inventory
Fantastic.
waste, transportation
Motion.
waste,
Waiting waste.
waiting
Okay.
waste, three waste.
Overprocessing.
Overprocessing.
Overload.
Overproduction.
Yeah.
Finally,
Motion waste. Motion waste.
motion waste, and finally defects.
Defects.
So these are 7 types of waste. So try to visualize all forms of waste and trying to eliminate them from your process. Do you think all these learnings will be applicable in all business? Yes or no? Or will they be applicable only in manufacturing?
No, all.
No,
All businesses, sir.
All businesses, sir.
Can you find out some waste right now in our training session? Can you find
Yes.
out some waste? Yeah. What are the waste?
So one waste is replying in not replying on
Overprocessing.
time.
Okay. You are making the trainers to wait for the answer. All right.
Correct. Correct, sir.
Similarly, you ask the question and we don't reply immediately. That is also waiting. Very good.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Then other examples. Suppose if a simple concept I explain 5 times. A simple concept I have been
Overprocessing.
explaining 5 times.
Overprocessing.
Overprocessing.
Over processing, right? We must know that and then try to cut short. Because you all know that very well. Very good. Over processing. Then what else? Suppose if I make a spelling mistake in my slide. What is that? That's a defect.
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 Very good. Then motion waste. Any motion waste happening?
Yes.
What is that?
Slides to and fro many times.
Okay. Okay. So
Forward and
maybe-
backward slide.
okay, very good. So maybe moving front and back in the slides. Very good. Now you all understood what is lean. And our goal is we want to eliminate the non-value adding activities. In return, the benefit is your operating cost will go down. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
But you should do that without compromising the quality. You focus on improving your efficiency without compromising on the effectiveness. Hope all of you understand what is lean. So the focus of Six Sigma is to improve the effectiveness, and the focus of lean is to improve the efficiency. If you make your process super effective, super efficient, that's the time to standardize. That's the time to standardize your process. And then you can scale up. So what is the focus of Lean Six Sigma? So Six Sigma aims to develop a failure-proof process. Yes or no? Failure-proof process. You improve your process till you understand that the process is failure-proof. Clear, all of you? And Lean aims to make your process efficient enough, which means it makes the waste impossible. All right. If I ask all of you to come on video, do you think that that will be helpful for both of us?
Yes.
Yes.
Because visualization, some kind of monitoring is happening immediately, isn't it? That's why we all don't want to come on video. So we don't want anybody to monitor us, right? So these are all, lean principles. You visualize, monitor. Monitoring is required. Can you see a car without a dashboard?
No.
Then how do we know how much fuel is there, whether fuel is there or not? So these are all lean principles. So adopting the principles will slowly, improve your effectiveness and improve your efficiency. So principles are so powerful. Powerful in the sense, well proven. You don't have to re-research or reinvent anything. Simply follow the existing principles. People have, experienced it. So if you live in harmony with the principles, you will attract good results. If you deviate, violate the principles, you will attract bad results.
Bad results.
This is applicable in any business, right? But you must pick up the right principles for your business. So Lean Six Sigma can fit well for any kind of business. Wherever there is a product or a service and a process available, yes, Six Sigma principles can help. How are we going to make our process super effective and super efficient? Or how are we going to make the defects and waste impossible? By making our process and making our people more and more intelligent. You understand? Do you think you can pass on intelligence to the process? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Through people.
Like, one example, how can we improve the intelligence of a process?
By
Let's say there is a door. In an air-conditioned room, we want the door to remain closed. So what we do? We put a sticker, please close the door after entry. And 100 people are entering in 1 hour. Do you think all 100 people will close the door?
No.
No.
Not
Some people
necessarily.
will just,
No.
rush inside. They'll vanish. Door will remain open. So how can we tackle this now?
By having a sliding
Putting
door.
the
By having a
door
hydraulic
closed.
slider, hydraulic
By having the
slider.
door closed. Now that requirement is taken care by the process itself.
Mhm.
You don't have to, no more rely on people. You come out with a better idea.
Process.
And now your process is very effective. Can you see the failure rate going down drastically? Definitely, isn't it? And 1,000 people are entering, and all 1,000 times the door will get closed.
Right.
Almost 100% effectiveness, right? So this is how we make our process intelligent enough. All right. So you all can stop blaming the people, rather give your attention to the process. Try to make your process more and more intelligent. Thereby, it can become effective as well as efficient. Why should we do this? Why should we do this? We want accuracy. We want speed.
Yeah.
Accuracy means high class product, best in class products. Speed means we want to grow faster than the rate with which our competitors are growing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Both are important. See, it's not that you produce high class product, best in class product, but your competitors are growing faster than you. Then what will happen? Then also you sometimes you might get kicked out of the market, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So both
Yes,
are
sir.
important. And if you understand both the logic and work towards that, then your approach is known as operational excellence. That means you are working towards operational excellent. You are working towards operational excellence. You are better not only in terms of quality, but also in terms of productivity, but also in terms of cost, but also in terms of delivery. This is known as operational excellence, which is possible if you continuously focus on improving all your critical processes. Clear?
Yes.
And this will be an ongoing, this will be, ever going effort. It will never stop. We should keep on improving the process. We call it continuous improvement. Can we put a full stop for this thinking?
No.
No, no.
Suppose you become number one in the market. Can we stop? No.
No.
Can you
Continuous
stop
improvement.
studying after securing first rank in the class?
No.
You can't.
No.
Sir,
In
if
order to
we'll,
remain,
if
Yeah.
we'll stop, then the other person would take over from us.
exactly. So, operational excellence is essential for the survival and retaining your position in the market. So, what is operational excellence? Ability to perform better than the competitors. It will either retain your number one position or help you to become number one in the near future. If you are not a number one ranker, don't worry. Just work little more harder than others in the classroom. That's all. You are doing your best. What will happen after 6 months, after 1 or 2 years? You will see you in the top rank, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the daily activities are nothing but your operations. Operations are nothing but your daily activities. Nothing but your habits. If your habits are clean, better, automatically your results will be better. All of you understand the meaning of operational excellence?
Yes.
So on a daily basis, what your people are doing in the workplace, they are known as operations. Can you improve every single day? Little better, little better, little better. And slowly one day, you will find a way to digitize, right? Slowly you will mechanize, then you automate, then you electrify, then probably you will use some kind of computers, sensors, and now human intervention is very, very less. Now it is completely digitized. This is, the transformation. Any process will obviously go through. Initially, it will be completely manual, but finally it will be completely digital. But before digitizing, your process must be failure proof. Yes or no? What is the point of digitizing a process which can fail 5% of the time, which can fail 1% of the time? If a digitized process has a failure rate of 1%, how many of you would like to adopt it? Let's say your Google, all the banking transactions are digital nowadays. 1% failure rate.
No.
Don't want to transfer money to a wrong person, isn't it? So you need perfection. So that's definitely needed. So different combinations are possible in different environment. In a particular environment, look at the combination. Your processes are very poor, weak. That means not effective, not efficient. Am I right? Poor process means what? Not effective, not efficient. And people also don't realize that they are running a poor process. Then what kind of results they will produce?
Poor results.
Poor
Poor
results.
results.
Why they are continuously producing poor results? Because they don't have that knowledge even to realize that they are running a poor process. All right. So, but the moment they realize, they will try to improve their process. So now the process is operating at the next level, average process. And in the process, people will also learn, isn't it? When you keep on improving the process, people will also be learning. So people also have become average now. And now your results are also average. And now next combination. Next combination is brilliant process and average people. This is something similar to Dabbawalas, am I right?
Yes.
But still they have produced good results. You see here. Your process is brilliant. And even though your people are average, still you are able to produce good results. But what will happen if you have a combination of brilliant process and brilliant people?
Great
you will get
result.
great result. You will expand your business everywhere, isn't it?
Yes.
Like Swiggy and Zomato now trying to operate in every pin code, which Dabawalas are not able to do. They were doing it only in their local region. So this is what will happen if you focus on, but the key here, right? Process improvement. Can you see that, all of you? So don't
Yes,
focus
sir.
too much on other approaches. Your first attention must be on the process. Even if you have a poor people or average people, don't worry. You focus on improving your process. You will see, a significant improvement in your results. Once your process really become brilliant, automatically either the average people will become brilliant or they will be replaced by brilliant people. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because now we want to grow faster. Automatically, your organization will start attracting the brilliant, good talents. And this is what is known as Lean Six Sigma. All of you understand what is Lean Six Sigma?
Yes.
What is the focus?
Operation. Operation.
Operations. That means process improvement. That means we improve two aspects of the process. One is effectiveness. Another one
Another
is
is speed.
efficiency or speed. Very good. Effectiveness means
Minimizing of defects.
failure-free, defect-free outputs. No defects. You are worried about the success rate. You are worried about the success rate and you want to take the success rate close to 100%. Correct? You are very much concerned about the quality of the output. Am I right? Every single product that reach the customer will always lead to customer satisfaction and customer delight. No dissatisfaction at all. But in the process, you must be profitable and you must spend less only, isn't it? Then only your organization can survive. So for that, we in addition to the quality, we also focus on productivity. Productivity is nothing but how fast we are producing, right? And how good is our product? That Six Sigma takes care. And how fast we are doing it, Lean takes care. So Lean will accelerate our speed of production, right? By eliminating all non-value adding stuffs, all unnecessary stuff, whatever not needed actually. And they all will be visualized, they all will be eliminated. And that means in Six Sigma, we focus on producing more output. Because every output we produce is actually, included in the bill. But in Lean, we focus on consuming lesser input. Correct? So focus of Six Sigma is producing more output.
More output.
Focus of Six Sigma is consuming lesser input or optimum input. Many people misunderstand Lean as, reducing the resources. No. That is a wrong statement. Optimizing the resources. We always give what is needed. Right? What is needed is provided. Morning breakfast provided, afternoon lunch provided, evening dinner also provided. We don't deny anything. But in the right quantity. You understand? But in the right quantity.
Right quantity.
And Six Sigma will focus on giving the right food. Both are important for your health, isn't it? Giving the right food and that too in the right quantity. Even if you take a right food, but in large quantity, what will happen? You will still struggle with health issues.
Yeah.
So that's called, the integrated approach Lean Six Sigma, which will slowly make you operationally excellent. Operationally excellent is a condition where your performances are better than the competitors. No matter who is big, who is small. The moment you become operationally excellent, there is a guarantee that you will become big very soon. Do you understand? And every employee should be proud of being part of an organization which is operationally excellent. Very soon they are going to see the breakthrough. That is the point. And your business will achieve all the goals. So now I want to test.
Means right quantity at the right time is a Six Sigma, right? Lean Six Sigma. Can I get it as a short?
Right quantity at the right time
Quantity
is Lean.
at the right time.
But with the right quality is Six Sigma. right quality. All right. Six Sigma talks about quality. Lean talks about
Process.
productivity. You can say
Productivity.
productivity or
Efficiency.
you can say resource optimization,
Efficiency.
right? But how both of them achieve that result? Through process improvement only. You follow any approach, ultimately you come to the process level. So there are different routes, but then, finally we want the same result. And finally, we'll make corrections in the process. See, process are nothing but, what we repeat, isn't it? What we repeat again and again, that is what we call it as process. What you continuously repeat eventually becomes your habits. Yes or no?
Yes.
Every day
Yes.
you're brushing your teeth. That's your habit, right? So if your habits are not correct, how can you expect a good future? So knowingly, unknowingly, the Lean Six Sigma thinking will correct the DNA of your employees. They'll become, perfect for your organization. And that is the power of the approach. But it takes a lot of effort and time to achieve that state. Everyone in the organization must be trained, not you alone. You alone is definitely not sufficient. Yes or no? So I request all of you to go back and spread this message and put all your colleagues in the next batch. All right. So now we are going to test what category we belong to. The category I have shown here, right? The combination. There are 4 combinations possible. What do you think? Which category we all belong to, considering the training process? What do you think? We are here to produce great result, or we are here to produce a good result, or we are here to produce average result, or we are here to produce only
Great
good result?
result.
Great
Great
result.
result.
I will test it right now. Then you will clearly understand what is the exact category we belong to, right? Let me do a small test, small exercise. I request all of you to take a piece of paper and pen. You must be having already. So what will I do is I'll show a set of numbers and symbols to all of you right now on the screen. And I want you to memorize the numbers and symbols. And it will be shown for 45 seconds. Don't be over smart. Don't straight away write it in your notebook. First, you have to memorize. All right? Maybe if you can come on video, that will be great during the exercise. So just turn on your camera, and the requirement is you just have to memorize. Then I will tell you what to do. And your time starts now. Don't take any screenshot or don't write anything, just memorize.
शांति रख लो भाई बाद में देखेंगे बहुत जगह मिलता है
Okay. So that was easy, right? You all should have now memorized. And now what will I do is I'll give another 45 seconds. You just have to write it down in your notebook. Right? Your time starts now. I'm just counting the time. Try to write the numbers and symbols in the same manner. If you can match properly the number and symbol, you get a score. So another 10 more seconds.
लिख तो लिया दिखाऊंगा कैसे
Okay, so time up. All of you can stop writing. Let's do a self-assessment. Please stop writing. Let's do a self-assessment and do the self-assessment, and then you can share your score. Maybe you can unmute and tell your score. And we expect 10 out of 10 from each one of you. Then to say that, we belong to the fourth category, which means a great result. You all climbed.
Sir, it's 10 out of 10.
10 out of
Very
10, sir.
good. 10 out of 10. Fantastic.
Yes.
How about others?
8 out of 10.
Out of 10, sir.
Nice. All of you got 10 out of 10?
8 out of 10.
Oh, sir, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Yeah, please feel free to share your score. We are not going to take any actions. This is only to just learn. Yeah.
6 out of
We
10.
see, yeah, maybe you can put in the chat box also. You can see. When you see a variation in the output, all of you,
Yes.
not everybody is able to score 10 out of 10, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then can you claim you are in the fourth category of producing great result? No.
No.
Something wrong. Now, where are we wrong?
Focus.
Process.
Focus.
Process.
Yeah, very good. We are here to talk about process thinking. Right? If according to the process thinking, if you make your process failure proof, even average people can produce great result, isn't it? That is our learning so far. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to stop the people, stop. I don't want to blame people here. Rather, I will try to improve on the process. So what I do is I make a slight improvement in the way I show you the numbers and symbols so that it becomes little easier for you, little more easier for you. Can you see some logical arrangement of the same numbers and symbols?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And this is the advantage of reorganizing and reorganizing the work with some logic, and then making it easier for people. Now, will you be able to memorize easily?
Yes, much easier
sir.
than
Definitely.
before.
Much easier than before. So when I make the task easier, then people will perform effortlessly, and there is a chance that each one of you can now give 10 out of 10. Am I right?
Yes.
Anybody still not being able to achieve 10 out of 10? Do you still find it difficult? And so that means we are now able to increase our quality. Can I say our quality is going up? Everybody is going towards 10. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That means we are improving on the quality. Earlier I gave 45 seconds. Do you think 45 seconds are required now for this?
No, sir.
No.
No.
And now less time is enough, isn't it? In 30 seconds you can complete. Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you see your speed going up?
Yes.
Yes.
Speed is going up without compromising on our quality. This integrated approach is known as Lean Six Sigma. How we did that? Through process improvement. And there is no end for this. You can keep on improving, the next level of improvement. Now tell me, how much time you may require now? 30
10
seconds or
seconds.
lesser than that?
10 seconds.
Okay.
Oh,
10
in 10 seconds itself you can do. Now all of you can get 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
That's all. This is the power of process improvement. Slowly, make small improvement. Make small improvement, and so that your process effectiveness and efficiency can go up. Even if the improvement is a complex improvement, still you can do that. That is what we are going to learn. Simple improvements anybody can do using any approach, but complex improvement means root cause is unknown. Here in this problem, the root cause is known. Right, like the logical arrangement of numbers and symbols was missing. That is the root cause, isn't it? If root cause is known, then improvement is very much easier. But if the root cause is unknown, improvement is difficult. Am I correct?
Yes.
But Six Sigma methodology can work well even in that scenario. What is that scenario? There is a problem, but there is no solution. Why there is no solution? Because the root cause is unknown. But still, you can handle it effectively and achieve the improvement. And this is the advantage of Six Sigma methodology known as DMAIC. RK has taught you. D means define. M means measure. A means analyze, improve, control. So what is operational excellence? A synergized effort. Can I say operational excellence is synergized effort? All of us to score 10 out of 10 in just 10 seconds requires everyone's involvement. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
If some of you are not focused, you are staying distracted, then we are not going to achieve 10 out of 10. 100% is difficult. So operational excellence means a synergized effort, an aggressive campaign, right, followed in any organization where we will have clear strategies. What we will have? Clear strategies. Everybody knows what to do. Everybody is very clear about the direction in which they have to move. If all of us want to reach the destination, I must convey the destination to all of you. Yes or no?
Yes.
If I don't tell the destination or give a vague picture of the destination, what will happen? Each one of you will follow different route. And somebody will arrive early, somebody will arrive late. Yes or no?
Yes.
Our next task will get delayed. We should not do that mistake. This is known as directional loss. The goals have to be made very clear and it must be communicated effectively. There must be long-term goal, there must be annual goal, there must be short-term goal, there must be monthly goal, there must be weekly goal, there must be daily goal. Am I correct?
Yes.
And all these goals must be properly aligned. All these goals must be properly aligned. Then only everybody will follow the same route. I want to go to Delhi from Chennai. I'll even tell all the intermediate destinations. Yes or no? Otherwise, there are different routes available. People will follow different route, and we will miss out on the common objective. So to avoid that, the intermediate destinations are important. So Delhi is our strategic target. Yes or no? Reaching Delhi from Chennai is our strategic target. That will take a longer time. But the intermediate destinations are our tactical targets. Intermediate destinations are our tactical targets. Nothing but annual targets. Strategic target means 3 years target. What do you want to achieve after 3 years? Right now, you must tell that. Strategic target. Then annual target is known as tactical target. Can you break down the annual target into quarterly target? Possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That means now you are talking about operational goals and operational target. There are strategic goals, strategic target. There are tactical goal, tactical target. There are operational goal, operational targets. These targets are nothing but the KPIs. These targets are nothing but the KPIs,
Yes.
key performance indicators. There are strategic KPIs, there are tactical KPIs, there are operational KPIs. Operational KPIs the downline managers are made responsible. The tactical KPIs, mid-level managers are made responsible. The strategic KPI, the top line managers, the top line leaders are made responsible. All of you understand?
One more
Yes,
time.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
No, that
Can
three
you
KPIs,
repeat it, sir?
tactical.
Come again, come again.
Can you
Is your
repeat
question?
it,
Can you
sir?
repeat, sir?
Statistical target. Can you repeat?
No, I said there are strategic KPIs, tactical KPIs, and then operational KPIs. Strategic KPIs will indicate whether you are moving towards the strategic goals. Strategic goals are nothing but long-term goals, normally 3 years goals. How do you want to, or where do you want to reach after 3 years? All of you, do you know your current salary?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is the target for your salary after 3 years from now?
At least 200% increment.
Have you written anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Have you informed your family members?
No.
No.
You have to communicate first. You have to display everywhere.
Okay.
This is called strategic planning. Everybody will start supporting you then only, isn't it? Otherwise,
Correct.
every time your wife will ask, hey, why are you talking about money always? You're always saying money. Let us go for some hotel. Distractions, directional loss, isn't it?
Right, sir.
Yeah. So strategic plan, strategic goal, strategic targets, strategic KPIs. And so since in 3 years I want to reach there, I have to work every year. Isn't it? First, I break down. So in 1 year, let me reach this point. In 2 years, let me reach this point. In 3rd year, definitely I will reach the my strategic target. So now this I will certain responsibility I will pass it to my mid-level managers. Clear? And then again I break it down. Okay, let me set some quarterly goals. And if possible, I will break down the quarterly goals into monthly goals, weekly goals, daily targets. The quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, or the operational target.
It's
Clear, all of you?
basically who takes care of what. Basically, your local low-level guys take care of the operations, so they are set with operational targets, and your
Yes,
mid-level managers.
because your profit and everything depends on the operations at the down level. That is happening at the down level. If they are performing perfectly, then you will be at your best. But what you need to do as a top management or as a middle management, you must ensure this alignment, isn't it?
Correct, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
they have been
Yes.
doing on a daily basis should actually take the organization towards the bigger destination.
Yep, you're right.
The direction should be correct. Speed should also be appropriate. Otherwise, what will happen? What you want to achieve in 3 years, you will achieve in 5 years. There will be delay.
Yes.
By the time your competitor might be much ahead of you. So speed is also important. Direction is also important. All of you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, in order to travel in the direction, are there any barriers? Very important, yes or no?
Yes.
There will be.
Yes.
There
Are
will
there
be.
any
Yes,
barriers? Do we have the right vehicle? Is our vehicle any problem? Or are there any barriers in the route? Is there driver available? Is there the food available for driver? These are the what do you call the challenges. Sometimes machinery is technologically we are not right. Technologically we are right, but our processes are very weak. Our people are not engaged, not motivated, isn't it? Our suppliers are poor, and our layout is bad. These are all challenges. With all these challenges, will I be able to reach on time?
No.
No. So all these challenges should be considered as opportunities for improvement. Isn't it? All these challenges should be considered as opportunities for improvement. Isn't it? So this is how project must be identified. So project identification is not a lower level task. Please understand. Project identification is the responsibility of the top line managers. How many of you agree with me? But in
Agree.
many companies, the downline managers identify the project. That is a reactive approach. After a failure has happened, they understand some improvement is required. That's a reactive approach. But if you think in this line, think ahead, right? What is going to happen next year? Now itself you are thinking. Now your approach is proactive. You can identify projects proactively or reactively. If proactive approach is missing, then you can identify projects reactively. Clear, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So whether the projects are pipeline of projects are created proactively or reactively, don't worry. You as a green belt or a black belt, you are going to work on a single project. But the organization is going to work on hundreds of projects, thousands of projects. Yes or no?
Yes.
Managing all these projects is the job of a project manager. Now all of you understand why a project manager is required. Because there are hundreds of projects the organization has to deal. And which projects must be executed first? Isn't it? If there are 100 projects that are getting visualized and in a particular order, they must be executed. Otherwise, there will be again, loss company will be incurring. So that is something to do with the project management. But now we as a Six Sigma expert, where are we going to come into picture? We are going to work on certain projects which are very complex in nature. Because somebody must solve the complex projects also, isn't it? All simple project, anybody can solve. But the complex projects, average professionals cannot even handle. Agreed? So if you want to stand out, if you want to see yourself above the average, then you have to learn, something more, right? And that is why you're all here. You're all here to get trained on a methodology and set of tools and techniques which can equip you to solve even a complex, equip you to drive even a complex project. A project is considered complex because the team is trying to solve a complex problem. Why it is a complex problem? There is no clarity on the solution. There is no clarity on the solution. Why there is no clarity on the solution? There is no clarity on the root cause. There is no clarity on the root cause. Nobody handled such a problem so far. But it is one of the big barrier for the organization's progress towards the strategic destination. Now you are willing, you are coming forward to handle such projects. Will you be recognized if you handle it properly?
Yes.
Yes.
You will definitely stand out and you will grow
Yes.
fast. You are taking your organization, in the required paths. You are actually helping your organization move in the required direction without any struggle. So such people, will always be respected in any organization. You will not have a problem of job security at all. The job is always secured, isn't it? And definitely company can take care of your career growth also. You will definitely be promoted to higher level, senior level role because you are able to understand the bigger picture, isn't it? So operational excellence means executing the business strategy consistently and reliably, better than the competition. No slowing down of the ideas. Ideas once decided will get executed. In some companies, there will be only discussion about the ideas. Nothing will be implemented. There are two types of companies possible. Am I right? In one company, everything decided, they will just leave it. That means they have strategies. Company that keep on changing the ideas, it is as good as not having any idea. Yes or no? Agreed?
Yes.
If we keep on changing the idea once in 2 months, it simply means we don't have any idea. But still people are working. So that's poor way of running an organization. You will learn more about the strategic planning and strategic setting the strategic targets, the kind of tools in our MBB program, Master Black Belt program. Right now, your job is to work on the projects and then deliver results. But what kind of projects? Complex projects. If those projects are not made successful, then the organization will definitely get slowed down, may not reach the destination. So such things. So operational excellence means the organization execute the strategy consistently and reliably, better than the competition. As a result, they will be able to produce better quality products with better productivity and cost, and importantly with the lower risk, leading to increased revenue and profit relative to the competitors. And Lean Six Sigma is actually an operational excellence philosophy that can boost profitability, market share, and customer satisfaction with a strategic focus on quality. Hope all of you now understand what is Lean Six Sigma. So I will
Yes.
stop here
Yes.
for your lunch. So any questions before going for lunch?
No, sir.
No, sir. Not for the moment.
All of you are able to understand everything that we explained here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That means now we are we now belong to the fourth category, right?
Yes.
So we are running a good process and then surrounded by good people,
Brilliant
and
people.
we'll definitely achieve great results. All right, so we stop here for the lunch, and now 1:15 we have a 1 hour lunch break, and we'll be assembling back by 2:15.
Yeah.
Thank
Right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.